I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ha, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders which rule great millstone well, and Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure unto the end. Shalom, Wa, Abba, Babal. All right, this responsible advancement of U.S. competitiveness in digital assets is the Executive Order 14067, ensuring responsible development of digital assets. Now I'm going to jump all the way down to the bottom page. It says 19 there, but it's 18, page 18. It says, the United States has a strong national interest in reinforcing its global financial and technological leadership. U.S. digital asset firms have made already significant inroads in developing digital asset infrastructure, designing and offering products, and linking digital assets with conventional finance. A whole of government strategy focused on the four categories of action below will help ensure U.S. leadership in digital assets in the coming years. Number one, ensuring effective regulatory approaches and addressing regulatory gaps. Two, international engagement and trade promotion. Three, meaningful public private engagement. Four, sustained U.S. leadership in technological research and development, R&D, which that R&D goes back to, let me go to page 12, right here. All right, it says digital assets R&D agenda proposed in the White House Office of Science and Technologies report in response to Section 5B of the Executive Order. Civil society strives to ensure that the growth of digital assets happens in tandem, so together, with appropriate regulations and consumer protections, especially for underserved communities. So for the what they call minorities, all right, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian, which are the biblical Hebrew Israelites. The so-called white man is the red devil, all right, the Bible speaks of. And I'm going to show you how the Bible speaks of this man. He tells us that this is going to happen. Revelation 13, all right, which the Bible is the word of Yahweh, all right, the supreme God, and Yahweh Shai is the son of Yahweh, the Messiah, all right. And these are the signs of Yahweh Shai's return. Before Yahweh Shai returns, he prophesied that there would through the word of Yahweh, that this would happen. It says in Revelation 13:11, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. So this is them speaking as a dragon, draconian law, okay? And the two horns is the Republican and the Democrat. And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him. So they're operating like ancient Rome. And causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And it was healed by America. Okay, Rome fell, but you got the Dark Ages. All right, about 96 AD. All right, maybe a little sooner than that, a little earlier than that. But then for 1,000 years, there was a time known as the 1,000 Years of Peace, the Dark Ages. And then the so-called white man reappeared on the scene, all right, and that's when you had the Renaissance, the rebirth of the so-called white man, the red devil, the Bible speaks of. Okay, so his wound was healed. America is the reincarnation of ancient Rome. It says, and he doth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. He drops missiles on societies. Look what America did to Syria. Look what America did to um, Japan, right? And it's done this multiple times over. It says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles, by their technologies, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Because America is operating with European Union, which say they have NATO, the military might, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. The image of the beast is the system. And what are they saying here? Let's go back down to the bottom. It says right there in number 4, it says, sustained U.S. leadership in technological research and development. Look at number 2, international engagement and trade promotion. So they want to rule the world with this device. This is a new form of slavery that the so-called white man, the red devil, all right, is trying to bring upon the earth. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, which we're living in that time right now. The new world order is coming to life. And the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And that's why they bought guillotines. They're going to kill them that reject the MOTB, the implantable device that they're going to make mandatory for buying and selling. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Now let me show you that this device is in this executive order 14067. All right, so we looked at the R&D, right? R&D, digital assets, R&D agenda proposed in the White House Office of Science and Technologies. Now let's go to this here. This is R&D, medical devices. All right. It says right here, medical device research. It says powerful, low cost, and low power computer chips. Let me get to the other one. There was another one with implantable microchips. It's a lot. It must have changed them. Oh, yeah, it's there. It says powerful, low cost, and low power computer chips and sensors enable you to assemble wearable, ingestible, and implantable devices that collect vast amounts of reliable medical data. You know, so there you go. Implantable devices. Implantable devices. All right, and this is through medical device R&D. All right, which we just read right here. Digital assets R&D agenda proposed in the White House Office of Science and Technologies. Report in response to Section 5B of the Executive Order. Now let's go up here to 10, which this is 5B. That's B. All right. Just so I can show you that I'm reading the right spot. That's B. There's A. All right. So let's go to B. There we go. And it says, let me get it. There it is. ISO. All right. It says technical standards development through the International Organization of Standardization will deepen international harmonization on approaches to digital assets, including digital assets adjunctant technologies such as cybersecurity, privacy, and cryptography, thus helping to create a shared baseline of trusted approaches that can lend confidence to financial sector use cases, including digital asset implementations. Now, let me get that ISO for you. Okay, so I got this word because I know I didn't.
Adjacent.
It says adjacent. Adjacent. It says close to, lying near, next to, adjoining. All right. Contagious. Yep. All right. All right. Here it is. ISO microchip. It says microchips are internationally regulated by the International Organization of Standardization, ISO. The biggest advantage to ISO compliance is that all of the chips emit the same frequency, leaving less risk of using a scanner that can't detect the microchip. You see that? ISO is in their executive order, which includes the MOTB, the implantable micro CHIP, the implantable microchip, the mark of the beast, including R&D, all right, which is going to be also, helping the advancement of the mark of the beast. Now, I even got more information to share with you.
Order 14067. This is an executive order signed by Joe Biden that is set to go into effect on December 13th of 2022. Now, this would essentially ban non-programmable currency. So Mercedes might want to take it from here, but on Section 4 of this document, Executive Order 14067, they put in this programmable currency that can be turned on and off the way that Twitter can turn on and or off your account. So in my opinion, love to get Mercedes and your take on that, Lance. In my opinion, this is a significant executive order that every American should know about, because it would make it where you cannot buy or sell if certain parties aren't a fan of your actions.
All right, going back to the Bible, Revelation 13, verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark of the beast, or the number of the beast, or the number of his name. See, so they're not going to let you buy or sell soon unless you have this device inside your body. All right, adjacent, to you, which it's going to be inside you. All right, they're going to put a MOTB, an implantable microchip, inside your forehead or in your hand or in your arm. It don't matter where you get it. But what's going to happen to them that have it, dealing with the Israelites, all right, because the rest of the nations, they don't have no salvation. But to the Israelites that take it, it tells you that they're going to be destroyed like a heathen. It says in Revelation 14, verse 9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, so the so-called white man's, so-called white supremacy society, this beast system, and receive his mark, the MOTB, the implantable micro CHIP, all right, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai. Yahweh is the heavenly Father, the supreme God. Yahushai is the Son of Yahweh, the begotten Son of Yahweh, and he is the Messiah, the Savior of Israel, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, which America is going to be destroyed by nuclear destruction, and chariot, so-called UFOs, are going to come and burn also America at the same time, and also all the troops are going to be gathered in what you know is the Middle East, and they're going to be burnt, all right, 2nd Ezra 13, by the Messiah. The so-called UFOs are the vehicles of the angels, all right? The so-called white man is a liar from birth, and he deceived the whole world, all right? Even about the angels, saying that they're little gray men, they're reptilian and shit like that. What's on the so-called UFOs are angelic black men, All right, so-called, because there's really not an actual black man. That's a made-up term by Esau, the devil. There's no such thing as a so-called white man. All right, because Esau, right, the Caucasian, is actually a red man. Look at them when they have white shirts on. Their skin don't blend in with the white shirt. You can see the redness when they have white shirts on. It actually stands out more. It says, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. See, they're going to burn in the lake of fire with the heathen, because that lake of fire is going to be created for the devil and his angels, the so-called white man and his militaries. All right. But then also the 2/3 of the nation of Israel and America are going to die there because they accept this device, which is going to be mandatory for buying and selling. All right.
Dominate banking. Ripple is going to dominate banking. Like, it's already a done deal. And Fed, Bank of America, like literally every bank globally, they're just going to go live and it's all over. Forget Bitcoin. I'm telling you, Ripple is the winner. It's over.
All right. Ripple / XRP, two different businesses, but are coming together to fulfill what I just read in the executive order.
Ripple is going to dominate banking. Like, it's already a done deal. And Fed, Bank.
It was signed in order, in that executive order 14067.
Bank of America, like literally every bank globally, they're just going to go live and it's all over. Forget Bitcoin. I'm telling you, Ripple is the winner. It's over.
It says accept myself. Because I'm showing you the truth right here. Ripple is an American company using an XRP that the rest of the world thinks is money, but our SEC is suing them, but yet our SEC is a validator on the Ripple.
See? So they're acting like they're enemies to them, but they're approving the transactions.
Network. What does that mean? The SEC every day, thousands of times a day, is approving Ripple transactions. Our SEC is doing that. Are you aware of that? Now you are, okay? One of the nodes on the network is the SEC of the United States, Security Exchange Commission. They validate thousands of Ripple transactions every day. Yet, for some reason, the SEC is suing Ripple, saying that sales of these things called XRP are securities. Yet a security, from what I understand, is ownership in a company and voting rights and stuff. And you don't use securities because they're not currency. You buy things with currency. Normal people on planet Earth. Now, Gary's from planet Uranus, so I understand that. And so all of the people that work at the SEC are up his Uranus, okay? They come from the same planet. Also, all the judges that we have in this fucking country, I think they're from the planet Uranus as well.
Why? Because they're all together. If you go back to the documentary about Jekyll Island, all right, when they brought the Federal Reserve into existence in 1913, they played both sides. They act like they were against it, and they act like they were with it. Just like in the Democrat and the Republican, all right? They act like they're against each other, like Trump and Biden, but they're the same beast, all right? Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is operating just like the devil, because he is the devil, all right? He's the deceiver of the world, man. He deceives the world.
If I'm a judge sitting and presiding over my court, and this court case comes in, I'm going to look back at case law and say, what the fuck? It's going to be a WTF moment, and I'll be like, Gary, maybe your special needs or something, and I got it. I can work with this. But there's something called the 2015 Ripple settlement, Gary. The United States court already determined Ripple to be an electronic money or currency, Gary.
Why? Because they're going to implement the implantable micro CHIP. There you go. Cash in hand. You see, this is a Ripple page. All right, you see it at the bottom there? Ripple Network. And look what it is. It's an implantable micro chip. That's the mark of the beast.